Welcome to this video, and I actually don't think you know where I'm at right now. I'm in the room called Sannerummet, and yesterday I actually started cleaning it, or as I would say, moving things around was what I did yesterday. I didn't really clean anything. But today we get company in about 3 hours, is that correct? Yeah, and until then, I'm supposed to move everything from the kitchen area uh, back on its correct place in here. And some things aren't supposed to be here either, so yeah, I will just do my best. And right now, this is from when I had an apartment before I moved into this home. I had this sofa. It's very nice. You can move around the back of it, so you can put them like what do you call it? Is your leaning pads? I don't know. These are just regular pillows, but these are like things that you can move around, and they have like a grip area underneath. So if I want to sit comfortably on the edge like this, I can do that. And if I want to have like a thing like this, like in the middle of everything, I can do that. And you choose how you use this sofa. That's nice. It's very nice. It's in the room where our guests get to sleep, so these go away, and you put bedding on this. It's a 160 centimeter wide bed. Yeah, it's 160, I think. No, it's not. What is it? I have to measure. Okay, I'm 160. So if I put my my legs doesn't fit. Is it just 60? Okay, if I do it with my legs first and my I think I do it like this. It's like 100. I thought it was more. 120. That's it. Sorry, it's not 160, it's 120. I have a measurement here with my waist from the floor up here. That is 100, and up to here is approximately 120. So yeah, okay, now I know. Now I remember again. Okay, so no more weird measuring. Here is my doll. I made her. And then we have the crafting area, and yes, I have an olive oil bottle over there. I have my fabrics behind the lamp, and some of them I know what to do with, but some of them I don't know what to do with. Over here we have some projects that are ongoing, and some should be finished very soon. And here we have the crafting cabinet, and over here we can see a lot of things that aren't supposed to be there because I took them out of this room because they were laying on the sofa and on this bedside table. But now I am gonna try to clean. So first things first is basically move everything that is on its incorrect place, move it out into the kitchen, then pick up one thing at a time and figure out where it's supposed to go. Some things doesn't really have a correct place, so that's gonna be interesting. Not fun, not cool, just interesting. And yesterday I was so tired, but I got to sleep like many hours, like so many hours. it's ridiculous how many hours. First, I drove my man from his work to our home, and when I said I was really tired, he was like, "But it's the weekend now. You can sleep how much you want." So I went to bed right away, like at approximately 5 o'clock in the evening. Like not even evening. It's just afternoon. Is that it? Yeah, I think. And then I slept until like 10 in the evening. And then I was up for about 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. And then I went to sleep again. And then I woke up around 8 and I felt so rejuvenated and just happy. And then today there was this ending of the season with the Jiu-Jitsu club. So I went to the club, vacuumed the mats, other people swabbed the mats, and then we parted the group of children and we played with them for an hour. 1 hour, 10 minutes ish, and then they got out into the parking lot where there was hot dogs and saft. What is that in English? I don't know. Saft is like a sweet drink with no bubbles, no carbonation. So yeah, that's what happened, and so now I have taken my shower. You can see very sleek bun because of shower, and then it's time to get guests in the evening. We're gonna play Sherlock. It's gonna be a lot of fun, lots of fun, because we are so smart, you know. We figure things out, and we're on the last case of this box. So there are 10 cases in this box, and we're on the 10th case, which is called The Death of the Detective. Oh my god, it's so crazy. But we have actually, this is the 4th time with this specific case. Every other, like, and not every of them, like not all of the cases has taken one evening, but some have taken two, also because we don't time ourselves on when we're eating, for example, because we get together, we eat, and we play this game. So sometimes we just needs to talk, and so then we don't play, and then yeah, that's it. This is a very thin linen fabric. It's very thin. You can see through it quite well, but it would be perfect for something like I have right now. It's also not really that thin. Really, I could wear this just like I'm wearing this one. This one is a bit thin, like the one I'm wearing, but it's not revealing, so I would be comfortable, and I wouldn't flash anyone, so that's good. This is linen, this is cotton. I think it is muslin fabric, and this is just regular linen, and it is supposed to be up there. I took it down because I wanted to make a dress. I have a couple of lighter fabric dresses that I want to make, but I didn't really have time. So, but like I said, everything goes out first, so I can put everything back in properly. I don't remember what I wanted to do with this green fabric. I do not remember. I think maybe, just maybe, I can make like a clown clothing out of it. It is very nice. It's very neat. It has a nice color. It almost has a sheen to it. It's not a shiny fabric, but it is slightly like, I don't know how to describe that, but I like it. I don't remember what I've had it for before. Do not remember. Okay, these are mood fabric patterns. I've shown you those before. So that's what it looks like. And when you print it, they want you to print just the first side first, because then you're going to measure this part if it's 2 inches in width. So that's a good thing. I have all the measurements. Like I have both inches and centimeters and all that. And then you get all of your 30-ish papers and you tape them together in different ways. And I have made a test. Also, I think you've already seen that. Actually, I think it's this one. No. Okay. I don't know. This is the fabric I used for it, but I think this is not it. This is just the rest of it, and that's cool. So that's fabric that goes there. This is part of another project, but it is enough to make like a color or a lining, so I will keep it with the rest of the fabric. Otherwise, if it's too small, I will put it in my scraps bin, which is not a trash bin, it is a scraps bin, because you can find scraps, and either you should tear them apart to make it like a filling for other things, or you may use them to test your machine before you sew anything. So this, for example, is going to the bin. This is fine. This is not going to the bin. It's not a bin pin. Right. And you can go to the bin as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, one has to, not be too nitpicky about the things. But here we go, there's some fabric. This is getting to the bin right away, actually. And here we have a shirt. And this shirt in particular is broken because the elbow part got ripped, and I have just whip stitched it together so that it can get not healed. I mean, I think he said he wanted it to become a short sleeve. The type of fabric this is, I wouldn't directly say I would like it to be a short sleeve, but if he wants it to be, then I will be helpful. Let's just say that I will make it a short sleeve. But where do I put you right now? Out of the way. Yeah, now I remember. I think I made like a top, like a mock-up top with, yes, and that's why I had the lighter linen. Oh gosh, this is the back. The middle is the back, and the sides here, this is like let me show you. It's almost like a wrap top, but there are supposed to be elastics and things, so you wrap it around and you have something like that, and you have something making sure it's stuck in the back, so you still have the security of the back panel. And yeah, so this was sort of first try thing with that. Yeah, okay, now I understand. This is going, I don't know, where does it go? Nobody knows where does it go when it goes. So yeah, okay. I feel like this is more of a pattern than anything, but I also know I have other patterns like this because I evoluted it. So scraps. They're a bit too big to be scraps, I know, but scraps. And that's it. Ooh, some of my old... Oh my god, there's my flute! Okay, here's my wood flute. Other wood flute. This one actually makes sound. Yeah. So that is not the one that is burned. That one is here. It's quite a lot thicker, but it's really, yeah, you can see. Trying everything here. What I call the block is this. I don't know what it's actually called. That's the part that makes the air go where it's supposed to go to make it make sound. And I haven't really... Some of the tones are there, like the upper ones, but not the lower ones, and I want it to be sound in the whole flute like it is with this one, even though you need to blow a different amount of air. The pressure needs to be different between the lower part and the upper part, but it still comes sound the whole way. It doesn't with this one. It is a hard nut to crack, and also it has actually cracked, therefore I have put this string around here, so it, when I try the block, it is keeping the wood together so it doesn't crack more. But I will put some glue there. I am a little bit against using like nowadays material. I don't know why. It's just a thing in my head. I have like a limiting belief that one should not mix nowadays, not necessarily technology, because I mean I use a Dremel. But yeah, I feel weird about it. But both of these are made out of, are they? I think they are elderwood, because they're easily emptied, because of the core is very like spongy. So I have a place in what we call kommunen, which is the area of the region in charge, is, as we call it, we have different stages of, like, if you're getting sick, then it's the region, but if you're getting school education, that's the commune, and they have different resources and they have different responsibilities. But then we have Sweden as a whole. They have the responsibility of all of these, but they're just clicking out. Everything is supposed to be approximately the same all over the country. It's not necessarily completely the same, because for example, we have different taxes in different communities, like kommuner, which not necessarily communities, because that's something even smaller group. But like it's like a region thing, like this part of the land and this part of the land. And this is how I make my blocks. I have sticks and I stick them into the flute part, and I try to whistle them like here. Let's see. And then I put it some inches up or down. And if I hold the back, it also has to do with the angle, and that really means that I have done too much with it. I need to redo them, and that's fine. I just need to see approximately how it needs to be done. And I think that this part helps it to I mean, some flutes, I have a bone flute that I bought when I was a child on a Renaissance fair, like this one for example, and it used to have like a stopping, not a whole, like not stopped completely, but it had like a ball of honeycomb, and that helped the sound. So you can hear that it sounds quite crappy, but if I hold it like a pinky in, which is weird, but I do it, it has a different sound. So that's also a thing I experiment quite often with the sounds. And yeah, but these are supposed to go into the cabinet. Yeah, there, maybe. It's chaos in there. Oh yeah, my trousers. They are probably, yeah. These were a little bit too small when I bought them, but I thought that they were nice looking and they were the style that I wanted. But this is the crotch area. My thighs was a little bit too glidey, but also I don't think I want them as trousers no more. Maybe I want to mix. I think I want to do something else with them, because it's also not a great fit no more. I mean, I gained weight, so they're definitely not ideal size for me. I like them, but I think they will get better as something else. I don't know what yet, but they are basically fabric. So there you go. They are now fabric. This is for when I'm supposed to do my exercises, like this, and then up and down and up and down and like this. Because I had a problem with my something was stuck, so I couldn't feel the outside of my arm. It was really weird. Where do I put you? You are exercise equipment, like prehab. Maybe I will put you over here. Here we go. Okay. This pattern goes to the pattern box, like the pattern bin. I have a pattern bin. So many patterns, and I forget I have them. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I should make a pair of trousers, and then I'm like, I've made a couple. Where's the print? I don't know. You can try a different one. Yeah, I can. Maybe I can just freestyle. Yeah, I could. Maybe. I have so many funny things in there. I like it very much. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. Oh, my guy. Oh, yeah. Cool. What are you doing here? These are some... I don't think they're pine cones. Pine cones are bigger, but these are some type of cones. I think. You live up here with the rest of your buddies. Yeah, that's fine. And this is going onto the floor for when I vacuum. One of my shawls I have like this, or like that, for when it's hot. Not hot, I mean for when it's cold. And this is actually one of the thicker ones. Yeah, and it's usually used evenings if it's summer, or all the time if it's winter. Also depending on what other clothes I wear. But I usually have one of these because I usually don't have, you know, like a hat, so I wear it like around the head. I look cute when I wear it. And so it's clothing just as well as these are. I mean, it's in the middle of the summer, but I still have these in here. I don't know why, I don't know how. They are going to the hall, the entrance hall. So wait for me. And I am back. And here is the actual dress that is made out of that pattern. And I also painted on some adjustments. They aren't really shown here, and it also doesn't matter because I have already given the adjustments on the actual paper pattern. Here we go. I don't know, have you already seen this? I think you have. I also use this as a guide for my friend. She wanted to sew something like this. It was mainly therefore I took something that has like a division in the middle of the body. I personally do not usually take that type of choose that type of dress. This is what it looks like. I have string so I can put it together and it looks a little bit something like this. It's quite a nice length. I like basically all of my dresses. The neckline is very tight. The bust area is very tight as well. You can see the wrinkles here. It doesn't really allow me to move my arms back very much, and so therefore there are going to be changes to the pattern, but it's a great try on pattern, and it's also just whipped together, as I think you already know. But if one wants to sew something, it's always good to have a mock-up, and this is a mock-up for that dress. Also, like you can see, there is no hem made. So, and also like the length of the arm, do you want more? Do you want flare? Do you want like decoration? Do you want like a short cup sleeve? Do you want like a tulip sleeve? Anything else? Like, do you want like a bishop one? Like, it could be anything, but it's a great start. So it goes to the pattern, even if it's not paper, it goes to the pattern. And what did I find in the pattern bin? It is a puzzle clipper thingy, so I can make puzzle pieces. So that's fun. It's a stamp, and when you're done, you get your puzzle pieces in here. And also, if you take the same like puzzle part and you just turn it, or however you want to do it, then you can make, you know, bigger like pieces that have all of the sides doing its thing, and it's fun. I've made a couple of puzzles, but I think I tossed them or gave them away. Yeah, that's what I do. So back in a bin it goes. And here is the paper pattern for that top. And I think I did try to move over some of the, oh my god, this is also part of it. What do I do with this? Is that the, okay, I have no idea what I've made here, but I think I should keep it, because it is what this is. Since this is more of the same, here you can see the back, which is it's a hole, like so. You put it on like this, and then the other one had like more, like a longer part over here, so that I could probably like do like a going in under. And also this one in particular has a lot of fabric over here, which means in that pattern I probably made it shorter, but then you have to make it longer elsewhere, and that's just interesting. And this is a pattern, and this is a pattern. They go together, they go into the bin. Right. This one is now uncovered and can go out into the kitchen. Let's see. This is the box for the microphone, which is not in here, I think. And it's full of dust. You're welcome. But I like the box. I don't need what's inside the box. Don't tell anyone. You didn't see that. I am going to vacuum, but not right now. But it is very nice. It's a nice box. It's a good size. If I decorate it, I can use it for things. The hoarder in me is so happy. And I am too. But I don't know where to put it right now. Maybe I should have the pearls in here, like the jewelry pull thingy things. I think I will. Because I don't have a box for that right now. It went into the kitchen. Yeah, okay, so this is a more updated version of that pattern that I had for the thing with the thing. And here you can see where I put the darts, and it's supposed to go something like that and be, yeah, something like that. I wanted to be covering, and you can see like the back parts, like they have darts over there, so it is doing its thing, not being gaping over here in the back. So it goes to the pattern bin. Right, and this is also a mock-up part of that, but it has a lot of seam allowance all over. And some parts needs a seam allowance, and some parts just needs like a fold allowance, and it's very big. And this is like a double fabric thingy, and I think I wanted to do like almost like a perfect mock-up before I made anything with a fabric that I want to have, like the thin linen thing, like this. It's gonna have like panels, and not panels, darts, inner and outer darts, and they are going to be fit together, and they are being openings on good opening places, and yeah, okay, good, goody. And it's just on the floor. I don't know why. Why is there on the floor? And I'm gonna show you all of the other things I have on my floor. You're very welcome. Yeah, I like this one. I should have it somewhere where I can look at it. I don't know right now. I will put it out there and then I'll put it back in when I know where to put it. And there's a comb. Here's another fluty thing. It's 3D printed. So it is 4 holes there and 2 holes there. And it goes something like this. Interesting. Why is it so? correct at all. But it's 3D printed. I like it. It is nice. It actually, where are you supposed to be? I think you're also supposed to be in the library, like with the rest of a lot of the music instruments. But I made the awful mistake to let my ukulele be high up in the library. It actually fluctuates a bit in warmth, like in heat and cold. I should not put the ukulele there, but this one cannot be broken, or if it gets broken, I'm not sad about it, like I would be with the ukulele. If this one gets broken, I can just print a new one. That's fine. Ooh, thread. I have some thread. It looks goldish. I like that very much for me. I like that for me. Okay. This is, I think I used this for a project where I wanted like a type of thread to be fluffed. I usually do. But I also sometimes just take things and when I come home and I don't know where to put it and we get people over or I want to clean somewhere else, I just put it in here. But not again! I've told myself several times not to, you know, overcrowd this area because it doesn't make me happy, because I can't craft when it's overcrowded in here, and I'm trying to like put pile on pile things and then I forget I have them, and that makes me a little bit mad. Ooh, sound. No, I don't like this. No, it's not a good sound. On here? That's better. Ugh, no. Don't do this at home. Who am I? Okay. This goes in there. Here we go. And here we have, what can I have you for? This is such an old piece of cloth. I wonder what I've had it. I think I had it in my hair. Smells a little bit like a hair thing. Like you make curls with it. But now I use my scrunchie, so I don't need it anymore. So yeah, it goes to the scraps, I think. Yeah. All right. And yes, sometimes when you're sewing and you cannot make your sewing feet lowered, like I cannot do lowering with my thingy, and then you can put a piece of cardboard that is shaped to your machine, and where you cut holes for where the needle is supposed to go, so that you can do like more a freestyle thing, if that makes sense. That's what this is. This is for sewing. So I will put that with the machine. And you're really in a bad spot because you cannot see what I'm doing, really. Just when I decide to speak to you. But if I put you over here maybe for a while. Okay, so now the floor is almost emptied. I mean, there is like 25% left. That's nice. Here we have a feather. It's not mine. Here we have a hair tie. It's mine. Here we have two other hair ties. Those are mine. Why they're on the floor in here, I have no idea. Let's not ask silly questions. No silly questions, thank you. Okay, the feather will go to the floor again because I'm gonna vacuum it. The hair ties goes to the side. And here I apparently have more paper. That's great. And I'm going to put them together with other paper. This is just, I think this is also just, this is more, this is a drawing pad from a supermarket. And this is also, this is a bit more stiff. It has a little bit better quality. But it's not a good quality paper, because a good quality paper is somewhere else. This is probably exactly how I bought it. And this is my cutting board, like my mat, it's called. It just says Hottie, and it has a little bit of glue residue all over, and cutting screws. And my measuring angles and stuff. Yeah, fun. These are actually supposed to be there. These ones are hanging, and I think this one might be. Is it in a drawer? No, it is not. It is in the cabinet. Is it called a cabinet? I don't know. Like the long thing with shelves and drawers in them, like bins, as I say, because they are like net bins like this. I do not know, but these go into the paper bin, which is not the same one as the patterns bin or the scrap bin, because this is specifically paper of all the different sorts that I have. I have cartons, like thinner carton, thicker paper-ish things for when I do like Valentine's or birthday cards or other celebration cards. There we go. So where do I put you? In the kitchen. You also go into the kitchen. This is also like a paper cutter thing. It's kind of tiny. I have to think twice before I use it, because this is like the width of the width of a regular paper, like a regular A4 stops here. So, but it is kind of good, because when I do things for the, don't listen to me right now. I just need to get out of here. There we go. And here we have my sewing box. It is Catastrophe. This is sort of a weaving type of thing. This is fabric glue. I have a lot of different colors apparently that I haven't used yet. Don't know where I got the pink from. It's the supermarket, but you know, the regular one where you buy food, you can also buy some sewing supplies. And this one is going. This is a thick white thread, very thick white thread. Right. I want to be able to close it, and I am. Very good. Oh, it echoes in here. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. I mean, she's cute, but she can stand outside waiting for a while. Can she not? She has legs. Have I shown you her legs? They are pipe legs. And yeah, I made her. I'm proud of her. There we go. Standing over there, being creepy. the other side of the wall. Just right there. Okay, this is like a nice thing that I got. I'm going to keep it in the paper bin so I can take it out and look at it and have inspiration. Okay, here we go. Here is this is chaos. It is weird and it is chaos. Let's see, what do I have here? And promise not to get scared. I got my wisdom teeth drawn. Yeah, just on this side. Because these are left. And I keep them. I've kept them. And some people might think it's weird, but that's not the most weird thing I have, so don't get scared. I'm not gonna show you all of the weird things I have. I just need to check for what I actually do have. And yeah, these are mixed things. But the mug is supposed to be my LARPing mug, because I broke the last one in the car. I don't know how I did it. This is something I got. These are type of dice with runes on them. I don't know. This is a bag that I made out of the same material as my dress that I wore the other day. And in here is also runes. All of the runes that I made them out of clay, and then I filled them in with some red watery paint, and I wanted it to bleed out a little bit. It looks cool like that, like a faint extra layer of paint. So that's something. I also 3D printed this one, which is supposed to be for incense, when it's supposed to, the smoke is supposed to go downwards. It didn't though. I'm still working on that. I have a bag of regular stones. They're not regular. They are from the same beach, all of them, and they have different sizes, different colors, for example, because I'm making a game out of them. And I have been making this game for the last couple of years. I'm still not done, but it's working in here. And it's a fun thing for me. It's just a game made out of stones in different shapes and sizes, and for example, you do the tower, or you like do tic-tac-toe, or like I don't know, like what is that called? There's a lot of different games you can do with Kalaha. I don't know what that's called in English, if it's also Kalaha. But it means you have like a nest, and the opponent has a nest, and you move beads, or in this case tiny stones, so that you get as many stones in your nest as possible, and the other one wants to have as many as possible in their nest, and until there is no stones without a nest. Okay, and there are just decorative stones in here, and a scrap card, one of these. Oh gosh, this was nice. I like this, but I don't like that it's plastic. I will probably do something to make it look less plasticky. I don't know. I have like a candy stall from Halloween. It is see-through, and I think I'm going to decorate it. Shh. Don't be so scary. Ooh, glue stick. Regular school glue stick. Why did I do that? It's so weird. Stupid. Stupid. Where did the lid go for the skull? Okay. Apparently I'm blind because I cannot find the skull head lid. Yeah. But I have some tape. That's nice. Ooh, and I found this one. It's I think it's called Schiffer. It is shiny as Schiffer would usually be. It looks like it is cut off the same way that Schiffer would get cut off. And I have a scissor in here. This is one of the oldest scissors I have. So yeah, okay. Let's say that this is where I stop for a bit, and then you will get to come back probably when I've already emptied out this part over here, because I only have 2 hours left before the people are actually here, so that means that my man gets to focus on the food. So don't look at me, I'm not making any food today. Okay, but I really gotta wrap things up. Yeah. See you soon.